This is LaCora Stevens with EURWeb, and we are here for ABFFHonors 2025. Stick around because we have some great interviews, and I think you're going to like it. Right, so let's talk about ABFF. You have been in this scene for a long, long time. What keeps you coming back?
Black people. I love my people. I love my people. I'm serious about my people. If you know me, if you follow me on social media, I'm unapologetic about who I am as a black man. I take being a black man very seriously. Being a husband, being a father who happens to be black, I'm very serious and very intentional about the images that I put on the screen about who we are. I get highly offended when we have one-sided stories about how we don't show up, because I know nothing but extraordinary black men. So I get highly offended. And everything that I do in my purpose work is really about the upliftment of our people, building our kids first. I wrote a book called Male versus Man. The subtitle is How to Honor Women, Teach Children to Elevate Men to Change the World. So we actually are, everybody on this earth is, let's just be real, okay? I'm going to throw this right at camera. Everybody is copying who we are, okay? The women are copying our sisters. The men are trying to take our swag and our flair. So everything that we do, and let's not even talk about the inventions, okay? It's one of the reasons why they want to get these books out of the classrooms, because what they want to do is they want to have the narrative be that black people have not contributed mightily towards civilization, right? So now, what's the other way to do that? Let's also figure out a way to not allow them the power of storytelling on the screen, right? Let's give you an example of how powerful storytelling on the screen is. When the Cosby Show and A Different World were on, more black people were going to college. Okay? So not only did the show go away in being canceled, but then they tried to take it off the air altogether with. Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about what Bill Cosby did to anybody, because that's a completely separate issue. We are now talking about the imagery that should have been on screen about black people being excellent in a household. Two professionals building dynamic citizens that eventually will go out into the world and help change it. Why are we not seeing that? Okay, so this is why I'm serious about what I do every single day. Why my wife is serious about what she does. Why Jeff and Nicole Friday are serious about what ABFF does. So that's why when we show up and we wearing black for a reason. Feel me? Yeah. And these little dabs of red right here, that's the bloodshed. Because I'm willing to die for this here.
Where the green? Where the green?
Oh, the green is in the pocket.
Okay. You're a director, writer, and you just key director, and you have this beautiful star in your story. Can you talk to us a little bit about the project?
Yeah, the project is called Nickel Boys. It's based on a Colson Whitehead novel. So we adapted it to screen. My co-writer are Jocelyn Barnes, and I must say that we could not have been luckier to land Anjanou Ellis Taylor. We thought when we were coming to her, we were begging. She was already on board. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen it, you should, because she does something that I think people will come to know as one of the best performances in many, many, many decades. It's unbelievable.
That's big.
It's big, and I mean it. I mean it. Like what she was asked to do on set was unprecedented, and what she offered is something that I think really changes the relationship between black community, black audiences, and the audience watching the film.
As we talk about Jeff Friday and what he's doing for cinema, especially our black artists and filmmakers and writers, what are your words of flowers to him? Because he's at the helm of this and he is keeping it going for years, and we want to keep him going. AI is coming. It's in effect right now. What are your words that you have for Jeff?
I know I saw a tribute to Jimmy Johnson on the Super Bowl last Sunday, and it makes me really unafraid of AI. So, I'm good. I gotta believe that, like, the humanness of blackness will overcome all of it. So,
Plus, it lacks soul. It lacks our spirit. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be overly frank here, it seems to me that the majority of things could have been made by AI anyway. You know, I mean, the way people. I mean, I say it respectfully. I mean, the way people are making things, like if you're just repeating the language of the thing before, that's what AI does. That's the nature of the algorithm, is to just regurgitate and reconfigure.
What's the advice?
The advice is to just find your personal poetic. You know, like people like to think that they make things for culture, when in fact, like you get to lead culture. Like people don't know what they want. Like you show them what they want, and so don't give them what you think they want. Give them what you want to see, and then people will follow because people want new things.
You're here, you're doing things. You've always been at the forefront when it comes to Black media film. Talk to us about the folks we're honoring tonight. If you were to select one and give your flowers to any of them, who would it be?
Kiki. Are you?
The woman right behind? That gorgeous?
I didn't even recognize her. Yes, I've noticed that she's a child, and to see her to be a grown-ass woman like that is amazing. And to see her levels of talent, from drama in that movie Pimp to game show host, like it's incredible. I didn't recognize her.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
Now, also, when we take a look at the future of film in Black cinema, and cinema within itself, we have AI on the rise. Do you think that would affect anything and how we as Black folks, it's always been a struggle for us to get greenlit?
I think it's a struggle not just for Black people, but for all writers and producers. But everybody's going to have to adapt and learn it. Like there's certain things, like I use it, right? And there's certain things that it's able to do, but you're still going to have to give it its nuances. You know what I mean?
You are an icon in the making. You have ears. We already know Ashley. Talk about the huge booking that you had across. How was that? How did that come about? And are you still living on Cloud 9?
I am still on Cloud 9. I am still on Cloud 9. I mean, I tell you, I was doing this on set. I do this now. I do it when people are talking about the show. I just kind of pinch on myself, like, is this real? Did this really happen? I'm on Cloud 9. It's one of those things that it's like, you're reading it and you go, wait, do they know this? Like, do they write this specifically for me? Because that's how it felt. Just so organic, so real. It's shot in my hometown of Washington, D.C. What better way to tell a story, than it is with them?
I am happy for you. Is there anything that you say, this particular project, this particular director, this particular star, I want to work with them one day? Who is that?
It would have to be Whoopi Goldberg.
Talk about it. Now that's a woman who does not get her flowers.
So the best, the greatest. Even after being an EGOT winner, she is everything. That's the reason why I wanted to come out here. Absolutely.
Which movie? Which role?
The Color Purple. The Color Purple started it. However, Ghost and everything else afterwards followed it. Just her versatility is just phenomenal. So I want to work with her because I have to tell her thank you.
I'm so happy you said that because I say that a lot about Whoopi Goldberg, and she just does not get her flowers the way she should.
Today, Whoopi, Ashley Fields loves you and she thanks you because not for you, I would not be here.
We're honoring rising star Aaron Pierre, Marla Gibbs, Ingenue Ellis, John Carlos, and then we also have Keke Palmer. If you were to select one of them and give your flowers, who would it be and why?
Can I give it to all of them?
Yeah, you can give all.
But if I had to pick one, I would say Keke Palmer. She
Wow.
had a lot of growth. Like I said, I worked with her on Brotherly Love in that film. It did a lot for me as far as people recognizing my talent, you know what I'm saying? And we played her big brother in that just to see what she's grown from that, and continue to build a great legacy and strong is really inspiring to see, you know what I'm saying? To look at. So I would say she deserves all the flowers.
Agreed.
This honor is well deserved tonight, for sure.
Now, you're doing a lot. Everyone is excited about the future of this filming and everything that we've seen from you lately. What are you most excited about when it comes to your future?
The future, the sky's the limit. Like I can do all things under the sun. I'm excited about leaving some great legacy pieces, timeless pieces behind, and every time, like the projects I want to do. Like I'm most excited about building my company, Hardcore Films, and the projects that I'm going to do. I feel like they're cultural, impactful projects that you'll remember forever. And that's what I want to do for my company, and that's what I'm going to do. So that excites me when I get up every morning, just to knowing that you can live out your dreams.
Now, a lot of people say cultural. When you say culturally impactful, like what genre, what things are we thinking? Can you give us some visuals as to put us in mind as to what that looks like?
I would say like biopics, dramas, but just, everything to me starts with our community, right? Like with the Black community, we make things trendy, we make things, we make things timeless, and that's where I'm going to start, because that's what I know well, and try to take those projects and make them global international through our experience. And they're going to come. They always come to us, you know that.
Like, was someone like Marla gives an inspiration? Did you study her? Did you mimic her? Like, talk about Marla.
I mean, of course I studied her. I mean, I grew up watching, 227 was always on. I mean, just who she is and being the first is just iconic. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you study comedy, when you study just being in the business, she is still doing it. So, I mean, we have to bow down to Marla Gibbs for everything and the foundation she's laid for us.
Now, a lot of people say that comedy could sometimes be harder than drama, and we've seen your catalog of work. Very, very phenomenal. I really love your work. So, would you say that comedy sometimes is a bit, challenging to drama?
That's who we're looking at. I mean, it's both. I come to it as an artist, and I do both. So I just enter it in the same awareness of openness. You know what a joke is coming, and sometimes you just don't want to even be aware of it because you don't want to get in the way of it. But I mean, I just love working, and I love telling great stories, and comedy is what comedy is, and drama is drama. But what story are you telling? That's what I identify with. What is the story?
What's the story behind his body? And honey, you just come on now, because we need to know you just had a baby. What you doing? What's the story behind his body?
To God be the glory. Okay, because if you see me, you saw me at 12 o'clock, my God. He wasn't this. But I think my team, I think Matthew and Reggie Weissman and Jay Stay Ready and Wendy Miyake, like they get it together. I'm trying to be nice to myself and just allow God to just bless me with, where I am right now, taking the moment. If I can get in a squat, I will. If I can walk, I will. But if I need to pick up that baby, that's what the weight is. That is what we're doing. That's LaCora.
Start with my family, my mother and my father, my brothers. I'm gonna talk about my wife and my children.
Beautiful black wife?
Yes, absolutely. Black love all the way, always and forever. And for me, there's so many things. I like to believe that black history is not relegated to 1 month. It's all year round for us. I teach my children that. My family, we're built on that we continue to celebrate ourselves, look to each other, and continue to celebrate throughout 365. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
So since we're celebrating Black History Month, I just want you all to give the flowers to who we're honoring. So select anyone of your choosing, and why would you want to celebrate them for Black History Month? We have Kiki, right? We also have Pierre, Rising Star. We also have Marla Gibbs. So who would it be for you all?
Such a good crowd of people to choose from. I really love Angelou. I was saying a minute ago, she's such a powerhouse. She has so much presence on screen, and she's so strong. Like everything she does is so strong, and she definitely needs to get her flowers. Yeah.
You see her speech with Essence, Black women?
Yeah. Yes. She's amazing. Like she just, like I said, her presence is so powerful. I can't wait to see her do more. Yeah.
What about you?
I got to talk about Giancarlo. Oh man, because my goodness, what an amazing actor. My heart goes out to people who are so. He's excellent in everything, and he's got such an eclectic
Body of work.
Body of work is just unbelievable. He can do anything, and then recently how he's been, I think, heroic in the fact that he's been very open about struggles that he's had.
And I think that's great. That's very heroic, especially in our ranks, for people that say, "Hey, I'm up here, but I'm like you, and I'm going through the same things." And that story, I mean, it reads like a movie. How where he was before he got Breaking Bad, and now you see what he's doing now. It's like I'm watching a movie, and I'm watching one of the most talented actors who've ever done it. So I'm a big fan of this man.
He's so methodical. Like, he's just the perfect villain, very gentleman-like.
And I mean, think about the longevity of his career. I mean, he's been around forever and still consistent in his work, which is that speaks for itself.
What you're doing. Everyone loved your particular series that you had. We're going to honor some wonderful folks tonight. It's Black History Month. Who out of the 5 will you give your flowers to and why?
Ooh, tell me who.
So we have Anjanou Ellis. Okay. We have John Carlos Esposito. Okay.
So
we have the new up and coming Aaron Pierre. Yes. Keke Palmer. Yes. And then last but not least, Marla Gibbs.
Goodness gracious. I mean, I love all of those people for so many different reasons. Marla Gibbs, I grew up watching. She really has defined what it is to be a Black woman in comedy in this business. Keke Palmer is everything. She's younger than me, and I look up to her. There's just something so beautiful about her spirit. Her talent is ridiculous. Anjanou Ellis, what a real study in how to pivot in her career. I remember her in Undercover Brother, where she was like sexy and funny, and now she's giving these really impeccably emotive performances. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. I mean, I like. Who was the last one you said?
Last one was John Carlos.
Oh, come on! Ever since that woman licked his part in School Days, I've had questions.
Wait a minute.
I've had questions. So yeah, I give flowers to all of them.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, I remember one of your original works. It was like the ear. It was something.
American Coco, the ear agency. Yeah.
So what are we going to see next from you? Because I really, really love your eye and your writing. So what do you have in the...
We're working on season 2. We're writing season 2 right now. So hopefully that'll be the next thing up.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Celebrating Black History Month, and we are honoring not just our past, but even our present. So tonight, thinking about the ones that are being honored, who would you like to give your flowers to and why?
Wow. The incredible Nina Simone. She's been on my heart lately, and I think there's something about a woman who is... I grew up in a classical trained family. My dad's a classical music teacher, and she was a classically trained pianist. And to think that she was able to still find a way when they did not allow her to play at Carnegie Hall, which was her dream, and to still find a way to still use her art and get her voice across and make her message and make it meaningful and important, that God-given gift, I think means a lot. So Nina Simone can never get enough flowers, and I think I'm going to sit in and take a moment to honor her right now.
Now, she mentioned that an artist speaks of the time. Right now, we're going through a lot. What's your message to the world as an artist and as one that folks are looking up to? What is your message to the world right now as we go through so much?
I think I'm focusing on the joy. I think when we're going through such hard times, it's really important, especially from young Black youth, to remind ourselves there's something to celebrate still. There's so much life inside of us, and we can't allow that to be diminished in the process of trying to navigate something that's so much bigger than us at a certain point. And our joy will continue to inspire other people so that we can uplift each other and overcome this temporary mountain.
Thank you so much.